All right, so this is how I left Chicago. Um, I did not have the money on my own. Didn't have the means on my own to leave because I was homeless. So I'm thinking like, oh, how am I gonna come up with the money to move out of Chicago? And so I got the money from my student refund, which was 10 grand, probably the biggest school refund that I've ever received to that point in college. And as much as I wanted to spend it on myself, I knew a majority, if not all of it, was going to go toward this big move. So it was a matter of waiting to receive the money because at first it was delayed. There was so much waiting throughout this process. It was frustrating and driving me crazy. But at first my refund check was delayed. It was there, but it was delayed because I did not, my first semester at Loyola, I barely finished it because, I was almost on the street and still going to school, which, of course, is not easy. So I barely finished, and I had to do what was called an incomplete. So they couldn't send me the money until I completed my coursework. So after the semester ended, I had to wait, I think almost another month or less than that, because I completed the rest of the coursework in less time than that. But I had to wait until I finished this stupid paper until I could get my refund money. So there was that. And so when I finally went to the office, it was time to get it. Then they told me they couldn't give it to me because I didn't have an address for them to send it to. And so I was like, oh, can we send it instead to this office at the school address? Can we use the school address? Because I don't have an address. Explain that to them. They're like, the lady that was working behind the desk, she's like, oh, no, unfortunately, we need an address to give you the money. And I'm like, well, where's my money going to go? Is it just going to, sit there? And she's like, oh, still be there until you can give us an address, then we'll send it to you. So I left, and I'm like, I'm never going to get out of the city. Like, what am I going to do now? How am I going to come up with a way to get out of here? Do I hitchhike? Like, I was that desperate, considering hitchhiking out of Chicago. Of course, I didn't do that. I was like, how am I going to get? But part 3 coming, or 4.